Paint my nails with me whilst we talk about iridescence. And iridescence is the kind of colour that shifts with light. Animal colours, with the exception of bioluminescence, come about in two different ways. The first is pigment-based colour, and this is when the actual chemical pigments absorb some wavelengths of light and reflect others. For example, carotenoids make birds red or yellow, and melanin gives animals dark browns and blacks. But the second way is structural colour, and that is where iridescence comes in. So instead of using pigments, structural colour is created by tiny physical structures, which are often at the nanoscale, that bend and reflect light. So imagine layers so small that they're thinner than a single strand of hair. And when light hits those layers, it bounces around and reflects and interferes with itself. Some wavelengths of light get amplified and others cancel out. And the result is a very bright, shifting set of colours that change depending on the angle at which you're looking at it. So think about peacock feathers. They can look green from one angle and blue from another. This colour isn't painted on, it's in the structure of the surface itself. Now, iridescence is actually quite common in the animal kingdom. It's found in everything from insects like butterflies and beetles to marine animals like fish, and even in birds, reptiles and amphibians, each using it in different ways for communication or camouflage or attracting a mate. So why has it evolved so many times, and why is it so common? One reason is attracting mates. So bright and shifting colours can signal health and vitality. In hummingbirds, for example, the males are often using those colours in courtship displays, and it's also quite hard to ignore and very hard to fake, so they are honest signals. Another reason is camouflage. Now, that's quite a weird one because the whole point of iridescence is that it's really bright. But if you think about moving water or kind of dappled forest light, that iridescence helps to break up an animal's surface. You can't see it as well because it's masking in with all the reflective surfaces around it. Iridescence can also act as a warning. So some insects will have very, very bright iridescent wings to show that they are potentially toxic, and it will disorient predators and it will make it much harder for them to catch those insects. And finally, iridescence is extra bright because it reflects light so efficiently. It appears more vibrant than pigment ever could, and that makes it really useful for sending very clear, high contrast signals, even in complicated environments. So whether iridescence is for attracting mates or repelling predators or blending in, it is a surprisingly common and beautiful part of the animal kingdom.